I'm the AGM for Sammy's Dreamland Companies Private Limited. What about us, Sammy's Dreamland Company? About the legacy? Can I see your hands up? Okay, most of them, and most of them who have not heard about us, definitely I'll take you through the journey of Mr. Sammy Nanwani, his vision, the passion what he had in terms of building the legacy behind it. So just to give a small brief about our chairman, he's a visionary entrepreneur, a movie producer. He started his journey into garment industry, taking it forward. He had a very craziest vision in Bangalore, in India, I would rather say, of acquiring lands. So if I have to put it in a very simplistic way, our Sammy sir is like a Google Maps who has an eye for detail for a good land parcel in and around Bangalore vicinity. So as I said, he started as a into the garment industry, and then he wanted to build a legacy for himself. And that's the reason he came up with a project called as Sammy's Dreamland, where we have done multiple projects. We have tied up with good developers like Embassy. We have done joint ventures with Godrej, Puravankara and Assets. In 2019, our Sammy sir had a dream. Why should I stop myself by being a landlord? Rather, I would start my journey into being a developer and a promoter. That's when we started our first project, the most amazing project, I would say. I'm not saying just because I'm the employee of the company, but we have actually lived in the premise, and that's what we can say why it's more passionate about. Can we have the first slide of Nature's Boulevard first? Videos given the timings, but we have good amount of customers, all high profile customers who have bought with us, and as I said, 80% of the customers who have bought with us are end users. Recently, the most demanding project we have started, which was Nature's Boulevard, which is just adjacent to the wall of Embassy Boulevard project, the most iconic project as we are all aware of it in Bangalore. So the reason why we started Nature's Boulevard also, and the way we have planned it as well, is so we get a lot of customers who have entered our property, Beverly Hills, phase 1, phase 2. Lot of demand from the customers that, you know, why don't you guys make a project or the layouts in such a way that it should fit in everyone's pocket. So that's when Sammy sir had an idea that rather than me building just the bigger plots, we'll always, you know, go with the customers and the market feedback, and that's when we came with Nature's Boulevard, wherein we have made a very mid-segment sizes, which is of 2,640 square feet. Location-wise, okay, I think most of you are familiar with North Bangalore as a location, right? Today is the most premium hub, I would rather say. If you want to travel towards airport, just about 15-20 minutes drive. If you want to travel towards Manyata Tech Park or any other major companies where people are working towards Hebbal or Tanisandra or any of the parts, it's very easy for you guys to commute. And the best part is we are exactly structured in such a way, we're exactly in the center or the heart of North Bangalore, wherein if you talk about any social or physical infrastructure, it's very close proximity. People who ask, okay, nearby schools, we have 5 international schools in and around our vicinity. When we talk about hospitals, it's in a very close proximity. Airport, and the most important part, I think all the realtors who are over here, the major thing what we talk about is only the location and the location factor. And we are proud to be a part of Sammy's company, and we are very fortunate that Sammy sir has bought this land long ago. This is a clubhouse what we have been building for our Beverly Hills project. These are the amenities what we are planning to give. And as the word says, buy a plot and build your dream house. So I've met actually couple of customers who actually come to us asking for, we need a project wherein we want to have a villa which is already being built. Rather, when we had only plots, we always used to say, why go with a ready-made villa? Rather buy a plot, build an inspirational home. And I'll tell you, I'm not saying just because I'm an employee and I want to do a sales pitch or something like that. I would personally want each and every person who's present in the audience, I would personally want them to actually come to our site, have a look at the project, see the houses what people have built. The moment you see it, you yourself will say, man, this is a project or this is a location or this is something that I should be a part of it. Either I should sell it or either my customer should buy it and build a beautiful house. A couple of customers who actually come to us asking for, we need a project wherein we want to have a villa which is already being built. Rather, when we had only plots, we always used to say, why go with a ready-made villa? Rather buy a plot, build an inspirational home. And I'll tell you, I'm not saying just because I'm an employee and I want to do a sales pitch or something like that. I would personally want each and every person who's present in the audience, I would personally want them to actually come to our site, have a look at the project, see the houses what people have built. The moment you see it, you yourself will say, man, this is a project or this is a location or this is something that I should be a part of it. Either I should sell it or either my customer should buy it and build a beautiful house. Your first customer who buys with us will always call you back and tell that this is the best investment what I've made. And not just that, we have a customer, I don't want to name in specific, or one of our employee who has sold it to that particular customer through a channel partner. And you know what? That person has given us almost 9 references for our Sunrise Boulevard project. So that's what I always say. For us, we are not just a product-driven company. We always attach a value whenever we sell any sort of products. Can we have the next slide? This is the master plan for our Nature's Boulevard project. Beautifully well crafted. This is a phase 1, which is about 5.5 acres. We have just built about 52 plots. And okay, have you guys been to our last event? No? I think I actually see most of the new faces. I'll tell you the last event when we conducted in the same vicinity, the channel partners who have come to us, they've actually sold most of the units in this project. It just took us close to about 18 to 19 days for our measure of the inventories which are actually sold. So this is about 5.5 acres with only about 52 plots. And the best part is this is under the BDA limits. So mostly if you see after Sakar Nagar till the airport junction or the airport belt or the IVC, it all comes under BIPA approval. We were fortunate enough to get the approval from the BDA, and that was one of the advantages, I would rather say, that the project was a very quick sellout. The second most best advantage what we had is we got the right ticket size. And the amount of appreciation what the customer made, even though it's in an EOI stage, is phenomenally well. So it is always about the product and the values what you tend to attach. Upcoming with our phase 2 as well, which will be shared to you in a very early while. Can you have the next slide? The best part about our Beverly Hills or any of the projects what we have is the Central Park area. So in a land span of 21 acres, we have given about 1.5 acre of a Central Park area. Beautifully manicured garden with herbal and fruit gardens, children play area, a lagoon beautifully crafted. And I would like to bring it to your notice, unlike other developers, for us it's not about just buying a land, cutting the plot and just handing it over, and years together later on you see it's not been well maintained. It's been almost about 6 years when we started the project till today. When you enter my premise from the main arch, when you enter it, the premise, the value adds, the beautiness, what you find it, you would not find in any of the other plotted developments. In Bangalore, that is something I would always say with confidence. These are the actual images. This is not a render images. And this is how even today we have maintained from the day we started our project. These are some of the amenities what we're using, what we are planning. And yes, lot of channel partners, lot of customers who we get who actually inquire to us that why stop yourself over there. So that's when our chairman had a thought, I don't want to stick only to a plotted development, rather our future development what we're coming up with is a villa community project as well as a very high-end luxury projects for which the work we have already started. We'll have a very good event earlier, probably in a very good span of time, and probably we'll tell you about our dream, rather the way we want to build apartments. And one thing I assure you, when Sammy sir was discussing with us as well, the sort of apartments what we want to build, I can guarantee in that particular vicinity, there is no other developer who would have that floor plans or the way, the aesthetics of the project, or the most importantly, the location part, of course. These are certain renders of the villas, what we have proposed, but it's not yet finalized it. Okay, this is all about our Beverly Hills project and the Nature's Boulevard project. But